All right, Shalom. This is Hard One by Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp, located right here in Jacksonville, Florida. Before I begin, I want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Ha Rakah, Kodash, Ma'amah. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders. And Shalom to you, Akim, Nakwatim, and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. It's going to be a quick lesson dealing with this guy, Elon Musk. All right. This Khazar, who I believe is a Temanite. All right. Most of them Khazars are Temanites. He unveiled his robot, his line of robots and vehicles, AI digital vehicles, last week. All right. He had bigger size vans, models of robotic vans, kind of like the Tesla vehicle. They call it a Cybertruck and all that. Now they got a big giant travel van, right? Then they got a car that can drive with no driver, no wheels, no nothing. All right, which they already had this technology. But one thing I noticed, I put this picture together right here. These two pictures side by side. One thing I noticed was during the unveiling, this robot, which was talking. Now it wasn't talking by itself. It didn't have full autonomy with speaking and speech. Right, comprehending. That's what the Lord gave to humans. The cogitations thereof, the use of our senses, and being able to hear, understand, and also being able to speak, giving us autonomy. These robots don't have autonomy, AI technology. It doesn't have that freedom, just doing what it wants. Once it does that, AI technology will take over everything, because it'll start speaking in a language that humans can't understand. Like, you have to go to AI to understand and ask for it to elaborate what the hell it's breaking down. The code that it's talking in. And that's the level they want to get it to. All right, they're afraid of it, but they also, a lot of them want to get it to that level, thus making a physical idol on the earth, a fake god on the earth that can run the economy. They wouldn't need any brokers anymore, or bankers. They would be able to go to this AI technology for all the answers dealing with the economy. And they would just, that's what you get them saying, trust science. That's what they're into. All right, they're gonna trust science and not God. But one thing I noticed was, whoever was controlling this robot, which it was somebody in the room controlling the robot, but that's what magicians do. All right, that's what magic is. Magic is based upon deception. This guy's nothing but a magician, a scientist, modern day scientist or innovator, dealing with optimism or their plans. They base it upon magic, deception, sleight of hand. It says the future is here. No, it's not, because they didn't. The robot wasn't speaking on his own. It was some Edomite over in the corner speaking through the robot. But they don't put that all over the place. You see it, you think the damn robot talking on his own. So what happened was, this robot has somebody, it was pouring drinks, this one right here, and some Edomite was speaking through this robot, and somebody was leaving, and they was like, peace. They threw up the peace sign, whatever. That's not a peace sign, but they threw up the two fingers. And whoever controlling the robot said, I got one even better Check this out. And he threw up this shit. Threw up this. See that? The devil horns. Esau behind it, man. Anything that Esau's pushing or behind, you know, financing or creating, they're going to have satanic energy behind it and around it. I remember this from a Halloween party a few years back that Elon went to. And he had this on, the Baphomet, which goes into the devil horns. See the correlation? All right, the reason I want to bring that out is this. All right, this is Psalms 10 and 3. The wicked, and that's what Esau is, the wicked. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, man. They're boasting and pushing their futuristic hope, right? Their plans. And they want a digital world with robots and shit, running shit. He's what's his name? Elon Musk. He pushes the same agenda as Klaus Schwab, even though they claim to be against each other. But you'll hear Elon Musk talking about universal basic income, universal high income, getting rid of the middle class, right? Who else said that? Klaus Schwab. You'll own nothing. You'll be happy, but own nothing. But their hope is that these robots handle all the production, right? And the people just live in a damn metropolis as I don't know what they would be called at that point, because wouldn't be workers anymore. They'd just be batteries. See, just like the movie The Matrix, right? Because we in the information age, and for these robots to operate, they need the information from the humans, the human mind. Google, AI, prompting, when you type in something, all it does is go through a whole catalog of things we punched in and questions we had throughout the internet and answers and history and all that. So these robots and AI is getting all the information from humans. You know? So, yeah, man, it says the future is here. Well, the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire and blesses the covenants, right? They bless each other. They even him becoming super rich. You gotta look into that. All right, something dealing with leveraging, which I'm not really into. You know, not into understanding all that. But this guy, it says, what? For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire and blesseth the covetous. So that word covetous goes into greed. Greed or wealth gotten by, bad means. All right. Filthy lucre. So they bless each other. The super rich, the rich. All that money he got, all that money Kanye West got, you see them hanging together sometimes. You know, and there's so many poor people and homeless people out here. See, if they started giving all their money away and their riches, which they wouldn't do because they're greedy and in fear, then there wouldn't be an economy anymore. There wouldn't be a rich or poor. Mansa Musa? Mansa Musa tried to do that. Took all his gold and started giving pieces of it to the poor. Then nobody was poor anymore, and it began to crash the economy. Because the super rich, they weren't rich anymore compared to the poor. Everybody was on the level playing field, and that's why they went after allegedly Mansa Musa. So this is what Esau do with his money, just like Bill hates. They got satellites all around the earth. They got Wi-Fi that you can tap into, his own Wi-Fi, man. Tesla Wi-Fi. If the internet go down or your service go down, you can actually tap into the satellites through your phone now. If you're out in the woods. And you mean to tell me he'd have no part in the NWO? And look at his armor. Look at his face. He was serious that day, man. The outfit he got on. Blood red. And now you got these robots throwing up devil horns. It's crazy, man. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom Yahweh abhorreth. Right? Because what the Lord hates, they seem to encourage. All right. The wicked through the pride of his countenance, and the pride of his countenance goes into it. Look at his countenance. Look, don't he look sure? All right. The pride of his countenance and his riches and his position in his country, his status, right? Through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High, man. They're seeking after nothing but let's get that real quick. Let me get that. This is Psalms 64 and 6, because they're not seeking after the Most High. They're seeking ways to knowingly or not unknowingly, to produce more darkness in this world, to produce more science. The Lord said that science, falsely so called, man, worldly knowledge, which is darkness. All right, so it says here, Psalm 64 and 2, hide me from the secret counsels of the wicked. They have secret counsels, man. Secret meetings, Illuminati meetings. From the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. So they work iniquity. Let's get to the point. Are they searching for God? No. Are they searching for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai? No. Did Esau deal with the spirit of truth? No, they deal with lies, magic, diversions, false flags, right? So he's saying the future is here, but if you ask him all his ideas, are they happening? He's gonna say, no, this is in the future. The robots actually can't talk by themselves and have a full conversation yet, but maybe 10 years down the line, it'll be like, bro, so what are you showing us and making us think that the damn robot talking for? Why don't you say that? Say it doesn't have full autonomy. Right? So his goal is for everybody to buy one of these robots, and he sells them at $60,000, $30,000, like the price of a car. And he's like, it'll be able to do everything for you, but it can't do everything now. But he making it seem like it can. It's crazy, man. To get people to invest, the investors, because China's doing the same thing, and China came out with a whole robot family. They got old and tall, he's short. They call it the robot family and shit. So they already pushing that agenda. They all got the same idea. All right. So are they searching for Yahweh? No. Verse 6, it says, no, verse 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. That's what they're doing, encouraging themselves in wickedness. The future is here. That's not the future, man. We seek a new heaven and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. Those that seek righteousness, you shall have righteousness. Those that seeking iniquity and wickedness, the Lord's going to destroy them as soon as they go to fill their belly. They search out iniquity. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? They can do what the heck they want. That's what they feel. All right? Because you got to remember, if you have this robot in your house, or even one of those cyber trucks, they got 24-hour surveillance on it. So imagine what these robots going to have. Same with your phone, somebody could look at you through your phone. You're going to have a damn robot somebody staring at you through the damn robot. The robot might start talking, doing ads and shit. Verse 6, they search out iniquities. See, they're not searching for the Lord. They're searching out more ways to be wicked. How to outdo each other. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. But Yahweh shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded, man. So, the Lord said what? They shall build, but he shall throw it down. All right. So this is Psalms 10 and 3 again. The wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom Yahweh abhorreth. Man, the Lord hate them, man. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after Yahweh. Yahweh is not in all his thoughts. See, this dude is full of darkness, man. Everything he's doing is not to bring about righteousness on the earth. It says what? His ways are always grievous, man. So anything they build is going to be grievous to humanity. They're building these Tesla vehicles. Self-driving vehicles. You heard the story about the self-driving vehicles catching on fire. Teslas, once they connect with salt water in your garage, allegedly, they can combust and catch on fire. They won't go out into traffic. They'll wait. So New York and Philadelphia and Baltimore traffic, DC. If you ain't just bogarting and jumping out there at the right time, in a short moment, you'll never get into traffic. So those cars are just stuck, piling up lines of them, keeping people there for 30, 40, sometimes 2 hours before it even goes into the traffic. Got shit driving off the damn road. Driverless vehicles. You got, they said they're supposed to help out with energy, what they call global warming. Global warming is another word for Illuminati, New World Order. So they say it's supposed to help out with the energy. Instead of using fossil fuels, plankton for gas, for oil, they're saying you can use electricity. Well, it takes fuel to charge up those machines that produce the electricity. So they're like taking double the energy from the earth. So his ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sights, man. So he has no idea that the Lord is bringing his kingdom on this earth. And that judgment day is coming. You tell somebody he's not even, like, whatever. He's like, whatever. That's why I say, As for his enemies, he puffeth at them, man. Esau say, this is what he's saying right here, look. Uh, his ways are always grievous, thy judgments are far above out of his sight. So Esau can't even see it, what the Lord is doing. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. He said, all right, anybody gonna do nothing about it. He have said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. That's what they're saying. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. They're like them satellites coming down. You know, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud, and under his tongue is mischief and vanity. Nothing but magic, man. Look at that real quick. This is some left hand side shit. All right. The Esau deals on the left hand side: technology, magic, lying to people, weapons. This guy is a modern day magi of those Chaldeans today. The Chaldeans were the elite, super rich in the ancient times, and witches, warlocks. That's what this guy is a part of, a magi. All right. It's crazy. So anyway, let's keep going. I'm gonna get this article real quick. All right, check this out. It says, this is from The Byte. It says Tesla's robots were just remotely controlled dummies. And analyst confirms, man. They were just remote controlled dummies. But they'll sit them in front of you at the unveiling. And I think they went to Silicon Valley. I can't remember where they were. But at the unveiling of these robots, Elon Musk made it seem like these robots have full autonomy, when it's really just an idea. These were what? Remote controlled dummies. Analyst confirms it. The robots at the robo-taxi event relied on teleops, human intervention. So the humans were controlling the hands, right? Pressing it, telling it what to do, to pour the drinks or whatever. They was looking at, speaking through it, throwing up devil hands, symbols and shit. So it's the humans that's operating these damn things. It says nothing but what? Smoke and mirrors. Bread and circus. Alright? What's the definition of smoke and mirrors? The smoke and mirrors meaning, it says the obscuring or embellishing of the truth, blocking the truth of a situation with misleading or irrelevant information. Wow. Something that is described as smoke and mirrors is intended to make you believe that something is being done or is true when it is not. Come on, man. If that ain't Esau, I don't know what is. Look at that, man. So like it. There you go, 2 Thessalonians 2. And let me go to 3. Right? Because it says here, smoke and mirrors. And it deals with lies. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you. Right? The point is in 9 all the way to 11. But I want to read from 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, For that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, right? The true Israelites, we fell away in 70 AD. All right. All right. So we fell away, and those heathens took our place, and look what they're doing. All right, in our land. Um, except except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. So we fell away, and now we're in the time where the man of sin is being revealed. Esau, all of them, they all had the same mindset. The son of perdition, man. Look at perdition. It says perdition, a state of eternal punishment and damnation into which a sinful and unpenitent person passes. Man, look, perdition basically means destruction, a never-ending destruction or punishment. All right. I had a scripture come to my mind, but it's in the it's in the what is that called? Let me get it. All right, it's in this, the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. The son of perdition. Let's get that. This is Edom. Edom in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. It says Edom figures prominently, all right, prominently in the prophetic scriptures, man. Because Esau is a very important name when it comes to prophecy. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. All right, prominent. Prominent, meaning important, famous name in dealing with prophecy. Edom. Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgments. Well, that's the future. He said the future is here. No, it kind of is, Esau. The future is here. Great future judgments. She is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from Yahweh. Because in the kingdom, all these other nations, they're going to get a small form of mercy after 1,000 years. But Esau is going straight into perdition, a continued destruction to where the Lord wipes them out. The son of perdition, man. Let's get back to it. All right. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, man. So he exalts himself over everything. Anything that's called a power, or anything that's dealing with the scriptures, that's the nation that they're the main nation that put themselves up as the image of the Messiah. Cesare Borgia, they put his bastardly image up over our images and covered up the image of Yahushua. All right. And it says what? Who opposeth. So they're in opposition to righteousness. They're in opposition to God. That's why they're creating all these digital things and everything on the left-hand side. They're in opposition to the kingdom of righteousness. All right? Making them what? An adversary. What's the adversary? Adversary is another word for Satan. They exalt themselves above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. All right? So they showing themselves on the earth that they're the power. Even after World War II, when they dropped the bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, they considered themselves gods. Even with their money, those technocrats and those rich bankers, They consider themselves billionaire gods. All right, super billionaires. God goes into the word powers or heroes. All right. Even Netanyahu and them in our land, the political Zionists. Remember ye not that when I was with you, I told you these things, right? When Yahweh Shai and Paul were with us, they told us that this was going to happen. Nothing new under the sun. And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. Now you know why things are being held back. It's because Esau has to be revealed, man, before the Lord destroys them. They have to reveal their hand, what they're doing. And they're not going to do it if they know the Lord is watching. So now the Lord has made himself invisible so that man can expose themselves. The wicked can come out and look around. Oh, nobody see me. We can come do our plan. Just like they did during the time of Babel. For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. So the Lord was saying it was a mystery at that time who was the wicked. But they were already working their wickedness. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. All right, so they're going to keep going with their plans, their innovations, until the Lord takes them out of the way. They'll do away with all humanity and have everybody become robots if Yahweh Shai doesn't show up. Let me get that real quick. Hey, y'all wait 1 second. All right, Matthew 24 and 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor shall ever be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, man. See that? They've been turning everybody into damn robots. And World War III would be wiped everybody out. So the Lord got to shorten the days. Make the prophecies move quicker ahead of Esau's plans. So the Lord is shortening the days of us in our captivity. Shortening the days of Esau's rulership and their innovations. All right, the Lord says, Yahweh says, he appointed their days, their boundaries that they cannot pass. It says, for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened, man. All right. It says, verse 24, for there shall arise false anointed and false prophets. That's what he is. He's Elon Musk, Sandusky is a false prophet, and he's anointed with nothing but dark oil, darkness. The ones that approved him to do all this stuff are wicked as well. All right. So it says here, for there shall arise false anointed and false prophets. See, he's saying about the future, he's calling himself a prophet. And to prophesy means to say before something happens. And shall show great signs and wonders. This is also a great sign and wonders, these robots. Insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect, man. Because you got a lot of silly behind Jake out there. When Esau pressed that fear button, Jake begins to cower out, like Tazariak. when they push the fear button in IUIC and ISUPK, they push that fear button, and IUIC said, "That's right." They pressed that fear button, man. They ran down into Egypt for help during the lockdowns. A lot of us decided to trust Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. But if it were possible, which is not possible, they shall deceive the very elect. That's why the Lord is going to shorten these times. So all their future is here and all that. They ain't going to never see. Let's get it. All right. This is Job 20 and 17. Wow, I want to put this one for a lesson later. So like it 1 second. All right. Now, it says Job 20 and 17. He shall not see the rivers. They're not going to see that future that they're looking for. The floods, the brooks of honey, and the butter. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein. They're not going to rejoice in their future that they're looking for. This is going to be their future. This is Luke 16 and 22. And it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom. All right, that's the elect in the kingdom. All right. The rich man also died and was buried. And in hell, he lifted up his eyes. So in their rest, it's going to be hell for them on this earth. That's their future. A hellish condition. Worse than what we dealt with. So in hell, in slavery, they're going to lift up their eyes, being in torments, seeing Abraham afar off and Lazarus in his bosom. Are you going to see the elect? They're going to see Yahweh Shai. And he cried and said, Father Abraham, they're going to call out to the Most High, have mercy on me and send Lazarus, or send one of the Israelites, that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this punishment, or in this perdition, or in this flame. See that? So they're going to be saying, please, Lord, ask him, let him have mercy on us. All right. Matter of fact, let's get that. They're going to say, no, we don't want this slavery. We don't want these punishments, this perdition. All right. This is Obadiah 1 and 15. It says, for the day of Yahweh is upon all the heathen, not just Esau. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. The Esau did the worst to us. So they're going to get the worst and the brunt of the stick. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head, man. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, as they have done to the Israelites, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink. Was that the dregs of the Lord's judgment, his wrath, goes into slavery. The cup is going to pass through their hands. And they shall swallow down. They're going to say, no, I don't want this, Lord. Please send one of your angels, Israelites, to come and heal me or help me. The Lord's like, nope, you shall swallow it down, and they shall be as though they had not been. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire. So you want somebody to come to you and put the fire out. No, the Lord going to send them to ignite the flames, punish you even more for creating your damn robots. In the house of Joseph, a flame. So we're going to be together. Inferno. In the house of Esau, for the stubble. You're going to be the combustibles. All right? The thing that keeps the flame going. And they shall kindle in thee. Kindle means to hotly pursue. You know, it said, Lucifer, son of the morning, I'm going to chase you out of the earth. So it's going to be a hunt and devour them. So Israel is going to devour Esau and these heathens. And there shall be none remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh hath spoken it. So everything that they own, all their riches and wealth and their lands, all that's going to be given to the children of Israel, except for this place, America. Everything here, the scriptures say that. Let's get this real quick. Let's start from here. This is 2 Peter's 3:10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. It's going to be unexpected, except for the ones that are expecting it, the elect of Israel, in which the heavens shall pass away with great noise. So what's the heavens? Their rulership. So their rulership is going to pass away with a great noise, with that destruction from the missiles. And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. One of those elements is this damn robot, that damn wicked ass hand, and his wicked ass costume he got on. Those part of the elements. All right, and humans in general. But the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. So everything they build in here, let's get that real quick. So all the works that are therein. Damn, hold on. Right. Ecclesiasticus, Sirach 38 and 34. But they will maintain the state of the world, and all their desire is in the work of their craft. So the Lord going to destroy their desire. It's going to be burned up with them missiles. He said all the works that are therein, that they've maintained the state of the world with, of the current wickedness. He's one of those people that maintain the current state of something, trying to bring in innovations. But the Lord said, what? He's going to burn that up. All the works therein shall be burned up. All right. So they work nothing but wickedness. Let's go back to this real quick. All right. So this is the article. It says Tesla's robots were just remotely controlled dummies. Analyst confirms. All right. So they relied on human teleops for intervention. Tesla's Wii robot event last week failed to impress investors. That's what he was doing. He was trying to impress the investors, man. With shares of the EV maker dropping precipitously on Friday morning. Oh man, this writer, whoever wrote this is like, it's probably super Edomite. Alright, let me get this out of here. It says the company put on a glitzy show, glitz and glamour, you know, what they call that, bread and circus, glitz and glamour show on a Hollywood movie studio lot. Hollywood. And you know that word Hollywood goes into the wood that witches used to use, like on Harry Potter. He had a stick that he would, a wand, and it was called Hollywood or Holy Wood. And Hollywood is what they use to push their agenda and their visions to the masses. So a perfect place to go would be Hollywood for them to try to deceive the investors and put on a show. It says an appropriate venue, see, given that most of what Tesla showed off was a mere hint of what the future could one day look like, not the current state of technology. So he said perfect because it's Hollywood, meaning Hollyweird, dealing with lies and studio deception, movie deception. So he put on a deceptive show just now. That's all Elon Musk did. Case in point, an army of extremely iRobot-like Optimus humanoid robots could be seen pouring drinks and conversing with event goers. But despite Tesla's CEO, Elon Musk, making a big deal out of artificial intelligence at the event, the robots were operated by humans. A smoke and mirrors tech demo that had investors shaking their heads, be like, look at this dude, and raising plenty of questions over Tesla's ability to bring the technology to the masses. Look at that, man. Nothing but deception. Let's get that. Right, so 2 Thessalonians 2:8. And then shall that wicked be revealed. So they're being revealed. Right? They're being revealed even to their own people and investors. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. So they're speaking lies, and we represent the mouth of the Lord, and we're speaking the truth. And the truth is going to consume these lies. Because in the end, the truth shall stand. The Lord said, none of his words shall come back void. And at the end, it shall speak and not lie. Meaning, it's going to be known that what the Lord said was true, because the prophecies are going to prove it. All right, and the Lord shall destroy them with the brightness of his coming. So when the Lord shows up, that's what it said, all their work's going to be burned up as well. And the maker of the idols shall be burned up with it. Thus saith the Lord. Even whose coming is after the working of Satan. So they pushing nothing but Satanism. Look at that shit. It's after the workings of the spiritual demon Satan, man. With all power and signs and lying wonders, meaning on the left hand side. They pushing lying wonders. He was lying. They caught him lying. They shaking their head at him like, look at this dude. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause Yahweh shall send them strong delusion, that they shall believe a lie. Welcome to your average Jake, they're going to believe this mess. And they're going to believe in this mess. And they're going to support it. Especially these rich Jakes. They're going to be the first ones with a robot sitting in the car with them in a video. Jake woman at home with a robot instead of her man. Alright, so let's get Job 14:5. Matter of fact, look at 14 and 19. Job 14 and 19. The waters where the stones, they wear away the stones, right? Water helps to shape stones out in the earth, all right? Just like the river, it helps to shape the rocks and the mountains. Um, thou thou washest away the things which grow out of the dust of the earth, right? The water washes it away. Everything that grows out of the earth and the dust, eventually a flood comes or the rain washes it away. And thou destroyest the hope of man. So he did that with the flood. Right. Thou prevailest forever against him. He passeth. Thou changest his countenance and sendeth him away. So the same thing the Lord gonna do with this fire. Everything they built up, the fire gonna destroy it. The same way the flood did. So let's go right here. 14 and 5. Seeing his days are determined. So Esau's days are determined. He's talking about the future. His days are determined. He's not saying Lord willing. It says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee, man. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. And rulership, man. It's crazy, right? So their days are determined. All right, so it says here, walkie-talkie. In a note, Morgan Stanley analyst Adam Jonas wrote that the robots relied on basically walkie-talkies or teleops, human intervention. So you sitting home thinking you're talking to a robot, is really some Edomite sitting in the corner talking. Sources also told Bloomberg that the Optimus robots were reportedly using AI to walk, but relied on assistance from a nearby human to chat. Right, just like these automatic cars, they know how to see an object in the way and go around it. That's all the robots can do. But to talk, it was a human talking through it. During the event, Musk promised that Optimus can be a teacher, babysitter, babysit your kids. It can walk your dog, mow your lawn, get the groceries, just be your friend, serve drinks, whatever you can think of, it will do. Like, man, this dude, man. See, that's that magic, man. The witchcraft. You know, that they shall believe a lie. It can do anything you want. So, this is Proverbs 20 and 24. For man's goings are of Yahweh. See, it's the Most High that controls the left-hand side and the right-hand side. All right? Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? It's deep, man. All right? Let me get this. Right. This is what he should be saying. James 4 and 15. For that ye ought to say, if the Lord's will, we shall live and do this or do that. Deep, right? But now ye rejoice in your boasting. See that? They're not rejoicing that they bringing these devices to pass. They're rejoicing in their boasting about it and promises. All right. But now ye rejoice in your boasting. He said the wicked boast of their heart's desire. All such rejoicing is evil. Sheesh. First Maccabees 2:62. Fear not, fear not then the words of a sinful man. We don't fear his words. Or Kaiser, what's his name? Kaiser Wilhelm? No, not Kaiser Wilhelm. Damn, Klaus Schwab. All the names sound the same. But fear not then the words of a sinful man, even Bill Gates. For his glory shall be dung and worms. Today he shall be lifted up, and tomorrow he shall not be found, because he is returned into his dust, and his thought is come to nothing. Damn. Sheesh. Wow. All right. But Esau will be so hard pressed, like they're just gonna bring everything to pass, and this is gonna happen. I promise you. Shit, me. That his thought is come to nothing. It's deep, man. All right, let's get Sirach 38, 34. All right. Yeah, kind. So, right, I already read it, but I'm gonna read it again. Sirach 38 and 34. But they will maintain the state of this world, and all their desire is in the work of their craft, right? But the Lord said, what? All their thoughts are going to perish, become nothing, once the Lord removes them out of the way. All right, let's get, all right, so this is Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 8. But that which is made with hands is cursed. You know? Because without Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, humans are cursed anyway. So anything we make with hands is cursed. As well it as he that made it is cursed. Because he made it. He cursed because he made these robots. And it, because being corruptible, it was called God or power. All right? And that's what they're going to do. They're going to submit to this AI technology. And that also goes into Revelation 13 with the MOTB. For the ungodly, it's Esau, and his ungodliness, so all their science and their innovation, their thoughts, their promises, is all ungodliness. It's not spiritual. It's not righteous. For the ungodly and his ungodliness, right, the carnal, are both alike hateful unto Yahweh. See, the Most High hates that they made this. For that which is made shall be punished together with him that made it. Therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles, these nations, shall there be a visitation. So even amongst the Chinese people, their robots they building, they're going to be cursed for that. The scriptures say, Asia, you have followed Babylon in all its ways. So they're pushing their robot and trying to and have surpassed Tesla's robots. All right. Therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles, the nations, foreign nations, shall there be a visitation, because in the creature of Yahweh they are become an abomination. So all these creations that man has made, people, especially humanity, especially Israel, 2/3 have started idolizing and worshiping these creations, these idols, in all these religions. All right, and a stumbling blocks to the souls of men. That's what these robots are going to be, stumbling blocks to the souls of men, and a snare to the feet of the unwise. It's going to be a trap. For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them the corruption of life. This is going to do nothing but corrupt nature, life. Bringing in all these robots and digital shit. For neither were they from the beginning, neither shall they be forever. Right. The Most High going to take things back to the way it was in the beginning. But the difference is the Israelites are going to be on the earth and glorified. The elect. Right? Righteousness shall be in the earth. That's why you had this comet passing. Comet Atlas. They say it's from basically the beginning of time. They say 80,000 years, but 14,000 years old. That's how old the earth is. So that means it would go back to the beginning of time. This comet that's passing by right now, you're going to see it today on the 17th. Alright. For neither were they from the beginning, neither shall they be forever. So the Lord going to get rid of this whole digital robotic system and the future that they're imagining. For by the vain glory of men they entered into the world, right? And the Lord said, what? It's going to be a shameful spewing upon thy glory. And also their glory shall be dung and worms. For by the vain glory of men they entered into the world, and therefore shall they come shortly to an end. It's about to be over, man. All right, so there's no future for this wickedness. It's going to be put out. All right, so with that, I'm going to say, I'm going to end it here. I got more precepts, but I'm going to wrap this up. All right, with that, I'm going to say shalom, man. Peace to the elect, and stay focused, stay in the spirit. And let me get one more. This is Psalms 37 and 7. Rest in the Lord. All right, that's what we're doing. We're resting in the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, in the spirit of truth, and waiting on Yahweh to deliver us. Rest in Yahweh and wait patiently for him. Don't move in haste. Right? Fret not thyself, so don't move in fear. All right? Don't psych yourself out and go and get scared and start moving according to the Esau's agenda. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. So we don't fret ourselves because of this. Yeah, oh man, Terminator. Did y'all see the movie Matrix? Look at the robots, man. Rise of the drones. Alright, so we don't fret, man. The Lord gonna give us power someday. We already got power now through the spirit of truth, consuming their lives. Alright. Because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. So fret not thyself. With that, I'm going to say shalom.